And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. Yeah. What you telling me? I sense the jealousy, I got telepathy, I got the recipe, I got the streets and I don't got no felony. Forward thinking, yeah, my mind is ahead of me. Mama said it's gonna be whatever you let it be. It's some homies I grew up with that's dead to me. It's some that I just met a debt to me. What's in common is they both pay respect to me. I get in my way from Friday to Friday. My girl is a mix of Aaliyah and Sade. I came a long way from that Marvin and I pull out the driveway like I'm in a car chase speeding. And if my she know I'm leaving. No text, no call, but at airplane mode. Code, no P code, no time to change clothes. Same clothes, love if you're living by the same code. G code, leave, you dead to me. Back to my destiny. Penthouse, bird's eye view, that's a nest for me. I got myself out of debt, so when you see me, know you somebody I'll never need. Sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed it. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. Yeah. I cut the drama out my energy. Focus on an inner me, never on an enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed my own mind. I done sacrificed the club life. I done sacrificed my love life. But I cut the drama out my energy. Focus on an inner me, never on an enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed my own mind. I done sacrificed the club life. I done sacrificed my love life.
I done sacrificed the thug life. Diamond shining, ain't no dull light. Drop my top to get my mind right. Pull up in the Rari loud pipe. Them the dime, my wrist a Hyundai. Ooh, yeah, Gucci Python. Ooh, yeah, she play with her. Yeah, I bought that new charm. Pop on, I told her come see about me. Come on, come see. The devil had entered my soul. My mama had beat it out. The devil, my mama. Remember my grandma had told me you better be my seat. Massaging. Watch how I lead the posse. I made an M deposit.
Paid all these dudes with the game. Sacrifice your strides for that stain. Sacrifice. Heard you sacrifice your life for that chain. She sacrificed that money for white. Left hand got 3 rings. That's brum. We up one. Bad, dear savage. Take her to the mall and buy some. That's gonna wanna make your friends.
Guys, last time we were out here, the coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Man, know that I kick up the you. Then boy, they try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan on my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I got magic, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man stressed, so I'm bound to lie my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out, rude boy, you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for a diss. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man love, put my name in a random flag, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I'll learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Then boy, they try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Then boy, they try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
Been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
LOV on my right leg, that's Gucci. You know what I'm saying? We deserve Grammys and some Oscars. They deserve whammies, they imposters. I be rolling with my project homies, it's a vibe. I just put the homie, it's a vibe. Over switch sides, it's a vibe. Yeah. I gon' do it. I gotta accept that I'm a. I pull up in several different options. That I will most ever. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. Gotta be on the thing. But ain't gon' fold up. I was in the double R when I rolled.
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe. I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Cousins' Redskins going up against Smith's Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. This is the rookie from Oklahoma, Samaje Perine. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Thompson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Cousins a handoff. This is Perine. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
They'll run again with Perine. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now Cousins. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And tough starting field position here. On first down, it's Smith. And his first look is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball was thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Cousins. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires. We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On second down, Cousins again. This one caught by Crowder. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender. Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Keith Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
I shouldn't go cover one against the fucking Chiefs, though, bro. Like, you can. I'm trying to take him to it.
Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Smith. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Monte Nicholson, the rookie out of Michigan State. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
This is Marshall. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tough, man.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting
Cousins,
the run.
bro, throwing terrible passes, man.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right.
Ooh,
and his throw here's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 10 yards to go on third. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
I'm upset with Macklin against the Chiefs.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Crowder now to return. Give him 11 yards that time.
Well, Kirk Cousins has a bad series
this
series,
Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
Overthrowing it, bro. They got 2 touchdowns right now.
I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now.
That's caught inside
the 20. Devontae Parker Moss, 2 niggas.
Oh, 65 yards.
If I was that nigga, man.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him.
Ron Parker
and do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult.
Parker is taken in
for a Redskins touchdown.
It's my nigga.
Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
That all pro shit, bro. I don't fuck with that,
And
man.
it's good to make it 14-0. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play.
You play all pro niggas, bro. Shit too easy, bro. You probably ain't lost really. Kicking niggas ass. Man.
That's fielded in the end zone.
High scoring.
And he'll get it up to
I
about
bet
the
there's a high scoring out
26-yard
game
line,
too.
just across the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Oh, Keenan Allen on that setting would be a fucking dog.
Important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I meant to put Zach Brown in this formation. I'm tripping.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those.
Zach Preston Smith. Good shit, nigga.
Preston Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Third and long, it's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The rookie from Alabama, Jonathan Allen. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Oh my gosh, bro. My offensive lineman fucking tackled me pretty much and then made me throw it on the... That's fucking bullshit. I have it on one-on-one with fucking Darrell Reeves.
This Chiefs team, 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL.
I can't blame you for that, man.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it, they demand it, and they get them.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
My user.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And here's Marshall. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's user, bro.
This is fielded at the goal line. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. And now here comes Kansas City. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with a fullback Sherman. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. From the gun, here's Cousins. Going up top. So the
That's an overthrow like a motherfucker, Kirk. Come on, man.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Cousins now.
This nigga Kirk, bro. That was crazy. That was a fucking touchdown. You fucked up.
Receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing is Cousins. And this is complete. It's Marshall.
Marshall got 3 touchdowns this first half.
For a Washington touchdown. Keith Marshall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on.
What's another kick?
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
This kick is confidence, so I'll tell you
The
that.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Chiefs offense getting ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Smith now on second down. It's caught outright Amendola. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Smith. Ndamukong Suh. Able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
This might be the worst thing I ever played.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now it's Crowder. Fighting his way through contact. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, exactly. Yeah, rushing me for no reason, bro. Like, come on now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
That's my only excuse for it.
Cousins gives this to Pirine. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
They can get a pass rush and a run stop real easy. But the offense can suck. The defense is just playing right. Chiefs though, bro. Because like the defense is tough.
Play action for Pirine. Now Cousins. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
I'm up 36 to nothing on this thing yet. It's just turned halftime, bro. I still went to sleep, man.
This fielded a few yards
so I still went to sleep. Oh, man. I had a nigga with no hit power. Smack that nigga, bro. If I had a nigga with hit power, he would have died. I fucked that one up. Bro, he simped the shit, bro. And I lost the nigga, Sue Cravens, man.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively.
Lucky my linebackers run most deep at on the team. I mean, I don't got speed like I like, bro. But these niggas is solid. I keep on picking the same defensive play, bro. I'm so bored from
points on the board. They got to just take a deep breath, relax,
feel I'm picking that real zone
what is working, and call more of that.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Smith on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, I almost got the user on that one. No, if this nigga Mason Foster was any faster, I would have got the user on that one. That would have been your third chicken, bitch. This nigga Mason Foster, my third string linebacker, playing the player of the week. Nah, I'm in the fucking conferences, mate. It's fucking hard to get player of the week in this fucking league.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
That Harris for like 2 fucking picks.
Smith with a give to Hunt. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Smith now to throw on 2nd down. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Score, bro.
The Kansas City first. Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing is Smith. Wilson snags it left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Sacks last week, 2 sacks.
So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. To throw is Smith. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he missed the kick.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tomahawk coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Ran out of bounds,
he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On first down, it's Smith.
Oh, man.
Intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good pickup there at 22. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 1st and 10. Smith. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Smith. Amendola's got it complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on 2nd down. Smith. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, Smith. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, Smith. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 6 there on first. Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold on. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's
he ran one play, 80 yards to the
he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do
I'm
that
a
again.
43 to 0, bro. I'm like, what should I be?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here.
Nigga hasn't even gone to field one time deep to Tyreek Hill to scare me, bro. I ain't one time scared me.
Ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I don't know either, bro. I don't know either.
The Chiefs on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action to Hunt. Now
oh, he actually threw it to Tyreek Hill. As we talk about up to his post, right? He got me. He finally used that move. I mean, he has 5 catches for only 79 yards. You got Tyreek Hill. How does he have 5 catches for only 79? You 5 catches you can do for 170 yards. It's a different type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I'm using Keenan Allen, 5 catches, 79 yards, you know, I'm running routes, man, getting quick.
It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's
I'm saying, yeah, anytime Hill gets 5 catches, though, bro, he should be over.
Well, they trust him first and foremost.
Oh, it made...
Over time, he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
He's kind of got off the field. I mean, he's just thrown like 2 red zone picks and missed the field goal, but he's trying to get off the field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The rookie from Alabama, Jonathan Allen. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
Tells them a good game. Go to sleep. Work tomorrow.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EASports.com.
5 takeaways. This nigga has 17 yards rushing.
We say good night from Kansas City.
Well, niggas at least getting 20, 30 yards, man. At least hit that 20 yards mark. 30 at most. Shit like that terrible, bro. We average 1.2 yards per carry with Kareem Hunt. 1.2. That nigga Fabian still don't got a fucking pick, man.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that
Redskins looking 3-1, looking nice now.
How dare you twist up the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots.
I got a bye week next week, so I'm down against tomorrow.
How dare you twist up the truth? When I come round there,
Thursday.
do it. Want all the talking, go on and do it. Running
What's
through
the
the bar,
Friday?
got a look rolls on my ear, saying spoons don't do it. Devil on my shoulder, I don't lack. Getting with the business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm bar, I'm so easy right, but there's no car and no match. What you talk about? Clown, stand down. Never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had them, then look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Said not that, I can't wear
But I hit the fridge, nigga. See what Mike Adams.
like, yeah, Stones don't clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them a calm, but you see my don dare. Tell them don't do it, don't dare. Don't care who you know from my block. You're not Al Capone, they can take my car and my creps. I'll still do the road in my socks. Like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man. I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it.
I don't fuck with that shit, right, man.
You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs.
I don't fuck with Shane Wright, bro.
If mad, it's a family thing, straight family thing. Dumb man, I bro, no salary thing. Had a young thing called Amy, telling me to come round hers on a Valerie thing. Hashtag Murky Academy thing. You were like art and the gallery thing. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to twist up the truth. How dare you twist up the truth? Look, I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan in my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick on my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I got magic, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man, stress, so I'm bound to lie my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets
that's a 62, 86.
Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out rude, but you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow kissing my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for this.
I'm about to get this thing up in Vikings. They're tripping at him.
It's never too late to commit. It's like man love, put my name in the
sign 6'2". Yeah.
I learned how to take care of business. Next year I learned how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to twist up the truth. How dare you twist up the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to twist up the truth. How dare you twist up the truth?
You know how those type of teams, though. Broncos don't have a good line. Broncos don't have a good line to run with, though, bro.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby.
These are pro sizes of Rages in this league. Wow.
I will never give my heart to a rocket. Just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on.
He's still solid though, buddy.
Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe
good young wide receivers.
Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that.
I gotta cut 2 players, bro.
Shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that.
My back got
Shake
still.
that.
I'll cut y'all niggas, man.
2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuit. Black Pippins, I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get, man, I that. And I that bouncing up and down, nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
I heard you, bro. I heard you.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, and born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this with new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness. I just killed this cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again, the sound that engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use it. You almost probably switch inside your DNA. Problem is, all that inside your DNA. Daddy probably snitch, heritage inside your DNA. Backbone don't exist, born on side a jellyfish I gauge. See my pedigree, most definitely don't tolerate the front. Like been through probably offend you, this is Paula's oldest son. I know conviction, burners, boosters, ballers.
Alright, money, I'm gonna hop off, bro. Alright, nigga, I'll catch you tomorrow.